So I'm cutting one of the last pieces of our whole van build. It's been nearly a year since we started this journey building our van, and nearly 2 months since we moved into our van while building it. Now we're at the end of that journey. As far as the build's concerned, Nicolette and I can leave. I'm not the true builder here. It's not me. It's Nicolette. She's building something that looks like bigger than her. The reason this project is a big deal is because a cold front is moving in, and we're not sure if we're going to survive it in the van. It's also the last project before we can leave and travel full time.
This morning we woke up and it was raining, which was actually really nice. And right now the temperature is about 34 degrees. But in the next 4 to 5 hours, that is gonna drop significantly, probably 30 degrees. And it's gonna be about 5 degrees up. We just woke up.
We just woke up. We slept in a little today because the rain was pattering. It was kind of beautiful and nice. And we just had a lazy morning. When you look at van life, you normally probably are gonna see it on Instagram. You're gonna see the beautiful places, the tropical locations, the palm trees, and a van parked next to it. But the truth of the matter is a lot of van lifers that we know and see live in the winter. And we are in the winter right now, so we want to show the reality of winter time while living in a van.
One of the most important things about living in a van in the winter is having a really reliable heat source, and we have exactly that. Brian fills up the diesel every morning and makes sure that we're fully stocked so that we can stay fully warm. As you guys can see, we finally have our benches like 95% of the way done. This is really exciting to me. It's a big accomplishment because I can finally independently move around the van. All right, so now I'm gonna hop down to my chair. Literally. Just to be able to do this independently in our van is really the only thing I wanted. This will obviously get a lot quicker, but for our first time, it's pretty smooth. Pretty good.
So I never mind helping her, but her not having independence and having to rely on me is always going to be a lower quality of life than her being able to independently move.
Yes.
Right?
It was a necessity, and it was a long time coming, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So these benches that we made, they were designed with that in mind.
Cinnamon rolls are always a cozy food, so we're making some cinnamon rolls. We don't have an oven, so I'm just going to cook them really, really low on the skillet, which actually works pretty well, but it has to be a super low heat. The weather is starting to get colder. It's snowing out there again, and the aroma of cinnamon is taking over the van, which is super cozy. Following along our day today in the van, you're going to see that it's probably going to be a little bit of a boring day, which that's kind of how it's been recently, just tying up all of our loose ends. Not necessarily boring, just not ideal.
It's been boring. She's right. The word is boring.
It's kind of like stir crazy. That's how I'm feeling, like just a little crazy, which I think is to be expected.
No dream has ever happened overnight, and there's always been that period of time where you have to kind of not love life until you get to that dream.
And all across the country, everybody's experiencing the winter blues in some way or another. And so we're just settling into that. It's the little things, really. The sound of the heat gun, putting on our switch, and the smell of cinnamon. No snow day is complete without a candle. The buns are done. Moment of truth. It's actually really comforting. Get one, babe.
Looks good. It's hot.
Cheers.
That's good.
Better than you think, right?
Oh. If you don't have an oven, you can still make it work.
The cinnamon rolls were good because it's been literally 30 seconds. It's been about a minute, 60 seconds.
There's one left.
I ate one. Just so everyone can do a ratio of how many Brian ate.
I like cinnamon buns. It's my favorite snack. I always want them. I didn't know we could still make them in here. I thought we'd have to pre-buy them, like buy them pre-made. But Nicolette found a way.
So it's been like 3 hours, I think, since we've been up, and now it is 23 degrees. So we started at like 38, and now it's 23, and it's dropping quick. are gonna go and just get like 10 minutes of fresh air in a little bit when Brian's done with that switch. We think that's important to just step outside of the van at the very least and just like absorb your surroundings and just breathe some fresh air, even if it's freezing. Finally hung up our plant and I'm loving the way it looks. Doing the finishing touches, we're hanging up our vine lights. I can't wait. That looks good. You're questioning it. I like it on number 8, just a solid light. Let's try that.
I think they're awesome. Little vine lights. It's the little touches, and then we have a real vine at the end of it.
I absolutely love these covers. They're birch tree bark, and I got them on Etsy from this adorable little shop. All right, let's see if I can actually screw this in with 0 balance and not being able to see. I'm assuming it goes there. I always usually find a way to do everything, even if it looks a little odd. It looks beautiful.
Do we have to go outside? It's like, let me see the temperature in here. This thing will tell us the temp.
It's 19 degrees outside.
Our room temperature is 71 right now, so it's like really comfy and cozy. So, we're going outside because Nicolette insists on wanting to. We still have
no one said you have to. You just choose to do what I do. He takes the butt jewelry and all. Alright.
Put her down.
Alright, let's hold up the van. Alright, there's a sheet of ice.
Yeah, Nicolette's on ice right now. It's silly.
I got
Did you expect it to be this icy?
Yeah.
It's a little difficult. Be careful. This is how far we've gotten from home. I already want to go back in. And it's been raining, so it's starting to flood. It is freezing over there. Today, like literally the perfect snowballs. Today, it's ice in the air.
It's true, it's really cold, but it's nice knowing that our van is nice and toasty, waiting for us. Winter is a time of solitude, and the winter blues are a real thing, but it all depends on the way you look at it. You can use it as a time of reflection and just a time of being more calm and planning your upcoming adventures, which is what we are planning on doing.
We spent maybe 5 minutes outside, and it was freezing. You're gonna miss the
Warm all throughout this van. Really cold outside, but it's really warm in here. And
This video's purpose isn't to tell you that, you know, everyone can survive in a van in the winter, because it is tough for a lot of people. We are very fortunate because we have heat, and I think there is people out there that do struggle, but a van can be just as comfortable as a home, if not more comfortable. We're very grateful for the position we're in, but not everyone has a easy time in the winter. There are people out there that are having a hard time.
we all have our own struggles, but we are very fortunate to be warm and toasty in our van, and I'm fortunate to have a partner that helps me, and I'm also fortunate to have myself. That's how I feel. I'm just thankful to show you guys the difference of two worlds here. We're so comfortable in here. Look how cold it is out here.
I don't have these.
You would never know that it's just literally a winter wonderland out there, and not a very nice one. It is freezing. Bye, winter. Now it's dinner time. Yummy. Putting a little bit of the outside into our iced coffee. And yes, we're drinking iced coffee because it's super cozy in here. Brian gets one cube because he doesn't really like ice. We have to venture out into the world because Brian has to use the bathroom and we don't have a toilet yet. Brian makes me lock the doors, so annoying. Feel better?
Oh yeah, I feel real good now.
Alright, now
I do feel better.
it is 4 degrees out and we're gonna do our little trek home.
We did get extra kerosene as well. I don't know if Nicolette told you. Might as well have it. It's literally too cold not to have it.
Yeah,
Hopefully
now
the
we're
dehydrator-
definitely stopped right up.
We're coming back. Being careful. All right, open it up, babe. Is it cold? I'm just gonna bring you on up.
And there's our cozy home.